my darlings, welcome to another broadcast of The Curious Mind of Raquel Carter. I am your favorite mermaid mystic and medium. So today's video is going to be, it's a bit of a surprise and I was holding out on you, but I wanted to share with you another video about Meghan Markle. And one of these particular things, I'm hoping that throughout this channeling, I've felt very strongly about Meghan Markle this past week, and I really want to dive into learning more about the children. And I feel a sense of tenderness that I'm feeling about Meghan. Now, in regards to when these emotions and these feelings about coming in about a particular person does not necessarily mean that it's always what Raquel is feeling for her personal opinion or whatnot. But there is a great sense of empathy that is being directed towards her energy right now. And I don't know why. That's just what I've been picking up on during the week. And so I was very bit dewy-eyed and a bit of me not quite understanding, because I've been personal life and in Razzie's personal life, it's been very much I've always held this first. When they announced the engagement, I had already known, like I could see her life in the 6, 7, 8, 9 years past when everything was happening. So I already had projected what the outcome was going to be, and so it's very difficult for me when I've already seen her life path. And so that's what's been a struggle. But I don't know, something's going on with her deeply and emotionally as of late. So I really wanted to tap into her energy and see what's going on with her, and especially because also some of you dear mermaid darlings were asking about the children again. Now, I did a video, so you could go back on that one. I'll put it in the description box of that video that I did about Meghan Markle. I'm not quite sure how long ago it was. I've also done ones on Harry as well, so you could go back on my channel and look at those. But we're going to tap into the children, and so I want you to give me a moment so that I can tap into the energy with her, okay? Okay, I just go off of what Spirit is giving me, and Tupperware party. I don't know why that is coming in. Why is Tupperware party coming in, please? Thank you. Tupperware party? Okay, plastic. I heard plastic. Okay, can you please tell me, Spirit, what's going on with the children? What is going on with the children? Okay, I heard a seed was sown. I'm seeing like one of those petri dishes. Why am I seeing that? I mean, obviously, I understand that it could be the, because I just heard surrogate. Surrogate? Sarah. Good. Sarah. Isn't there a song? Wasn't there like a, on General Hospital? Oh, but that's Laura. Wasn't there a song someone wrote? It's like, hey, Laura, laugh, don't cry. I know you'd want it that way. I know you'd want it that way. I know I can't sing, darlings, but we're not here for that. Laura. What was the Sarah coming in? Okay, is that Sarah, like the Dutch? Is it Duchess? Was she a Duchess? Sarah, she's a Duchess, right? Yeah, correct, right? Yeah. Yeah, but what's the point of Sarah? And then, like, this is so weird. Saran wrap? Saran wrap. And then Laura, though. Does Meghan have a friend named Laura? Is there a Laura? Oh. Is that the little girl? Is there a little girl? Is that her real name? Biological name? Yeah, I'm very much feeling as though, obviously, yes, there is children, but confirmation. But the reason for the obscurity, confirmation there, the reason for the obscurity feels as though, because I'm hearing, I can't be honest right now. I can't be honest. Jambalaya, jumbled up. Oh, I don't understand. It's all jumbled up? Is that what you're trying to say, Spirit? What about the children, though? Okay, so I'm hearing very strongly, yes, there are children. Yes, they're all children. Biological clock was ticking. Is this the reason for the surrogacy and the adoption? Because it feels very much like it's sort. Oh, I just heard like order, mail order bride, mail order child. It was a mail order. A mail order. Mail order? That doesn't make any sense, Spirit. Okay, so yeah, because I'm hearing jumbled mess. It's a jumbled mess. Okay, but I can see like a, you know, when you're swimming and you're making the waves like this, okay? Well, anyway, when I was a mermaid, okay, this is how you clear the path, and you always have to cup your hands, okay? But okay, so yeah, so you're only moving the top part. What's that have to do with it? Oh, the top part. Okay, wait. I feel like something's coming in. Okay, the top part of torso. Okay. Oh, okay. So, okay. Thank you. Okay, so as a mermaid, okay, when I'm a performer, we only use our stomach muscles. We don't use our arms, okay? Oh, is that what you're saying? Yeah, so people that don't really know how to swim professionally, like literally like real mermaids would swim in the water. They would never go like this and swim with their hands, okay? They would swim using their torso and use their head, okay? This is how you do. In the water, you dip your head, and that moves you along. But people that don't know how to really swim like a mermaid, naturally, because they have not had the training probably, is they'll use their hands to move their whole body. Okay, but what's the point of that? Because the upper portion, oh, is that what you're saying? Like she's not, oh, how do I say that though? Okay, so it feels mothering imitation is what I'm hearing. Imitating a mother. So this is why everything seems out of sorts with her, as far as her not knowing how to actually authentically be a mom, because she has not been a mom before. And so she doesn't, oh, okay, so I heard like she did not have the best examples Yeah, but I mean, she had a mom. She has a mom. But it feels very much almost, because I'm hearing stagnant water. So stagnant, it's stagnant. So if something's not activated and there's no like steady flow, oh, that's what you're saying. Okay, so if there's no steady flow of like the mothering aspects of how you nurture, how you care for, how you groom the children, how you do all of these things, you don't know. I mean, some women have a maternal instinct. Some people don't. That more so, I mean, you can learn it, but some people, they just have more, because I'm hearing like some women have less maternal instincts than some other mothers. But that doesn't mean that they can't be mothers. It just means that you have to keep that activated. You have to keep it alive, keep it flowing like water, or else it will become stale, stalemate, stale, stagnant, sort of, yeah, it feels very much as though, say, for example, you have a little pond or something, and there's no, maybe the fish died away. Why am I getting all this? This is so weird, but this is how spirit guides me, okay? So, like, for example, if the little pond is not, if it's stopped up or it doesn't have good flow or good filtered water in it, it's going to become stagnant, get algae in it, and the fish will die. Confirmation. Oh, are you saying that she was pregnant, but that the baby passed? Is that what you're saying? So like the embryo passed, and then the clock was ticking, so the time ran out. Because I'm seeing a big clock, a big clock, like a town clock. And and so I'm seeing it on the hands going, both of the hands are like on 12 o'clock. Oh, okay, like Cinderella? No. Yeah, Cinderella. Okay, so remember, like, she had to do all of the things before the clock struck 12, wasn't it? And then she was going to turn back. Everything was going to turn into a pumpkin, and she would look like... Oh, and that's very reminiscent of a princess. Oh, so what's happening is her time ran out. Her time ran out. But she does have the children, but she doesn't necessarily... There's this sense of kindness that I'm very much feeling as though, if something terrible happened to her as a person, like literally if something very, very devastating happened, the people that have run her around, just really been being unkind, regardless of whether someone deserves it or not, you would feel bad that something literally happened. It's sort of like everyone's, all for you. But then when because it's reminding me of, for example, Justin Bieber or Britney Spears. And once they're out of the conservatorship, everyone was just gangbusters, like so excited for her. Now she's spiraling again, and it feels as though it's almost as if people expectantly almost want their downfall, want Meghan's downfall, but then you're going to feel really guilty because I'm hearing you contributed to the downfall of her. Whether you like her or not, she represents something that is inherently in every human being. And she did manifest this one particular thing, but she was so solely focused, because I feel as though this is like coming through, that she was so focused on, because I'm seeing a target, like a dartboard, And it feels as though she's throwing these darts, and she's very, like, she's getting really, really good at it, you know, hitting the bullseye. But as she's focused so clearly on that target and that the bullseye, is that what you call it? The bullseye. She forgot about all the other things around it and did not equate for those things, did not account for those things. And so now what's happening is these are also, just like she manifested the prince, okay, she also manifested all the other things in the trajectory to get to the prince. And so she didn't account for all of those things. And so now she's, because I'm hearing reaping the wrath, reaping the wrath. I'm hearing the word stalwart. So are the children, like, what's going on with the children? Why are they look like little bitty ragamuffins, you know? And because I heard someone in the comment section, they said, can you ask about the children? And they said something about, you know, they're very disheveled and they don't look like little princes and princess or Duke and Duchess children. Because I'm hearing like ragamuffin. You know, she looks a bit like, the little girl looks a bit like a ragamuffin. It feels something's not final. I don't know why I'm saying this. What is this? What is this? Something's not final with the little girl, and I don't know what it is. What does that mean, Spirit? Because I'm seeing a piece of paper and it almost feels like a contract. And I see that, you know, like when you would write something and you see, like, obviously you see the penmanship, the initial signature going across the page. But it feels like as every time she writes, the ink disappears. So every time she's trying to sign something, it just keeps disappearing. And there's no signature. I don't know what that means. What else about the little children? I just heard she doesn't know how to fix it. She does not know. She's between a rock and a hard place. She doesn't know how to fix it. Okay, so the other, you know, remember at the very beginning, I was talking about the song, Hey Laura, like, laugh, don't cry. I know you'd want it that way. That's coming in again. Laugh, don't cry. General Hospital. I think my mom used to watch that show, didn't she? A bit. Or my aunts used to watch that show, General Hospital. Soap opera. It's a soap opera. Oh, is that what you're trying to say? A general hospital. I'm hearing cottage hospital. Hospitable. Hospitable? What about the hospital? General hospital. What's going on with that? Is this about the children? About the birthing of the children? For your money. I'm giving you a run for your money. Run. I'm running. I'm running with your money. Running with your money? Okay, I'm hearing the word salt bath. Salt bath. Why salt bath? Salty? She's a bit salty. She's a bit salty. What does that mean, Spirit? I feel like I'm coming up. Hospital. Hospitable. I keep coming up with that hospitable. Hospitable. She learned how to be hospitable from a soap opera? Because then I just heard lights, camera, action. Lights, camera, action. Lights, camera, action. I don't understand. What does this have to do with the children? Meghan and Harry's children. What does this have to do with Meghan and Harry's children, Spirit? What is going on with the children? Why aren't the children shown? Okay, I just heard financially, they can't show the children. Financially, they can't show the children. Why though? Why financially? Because I'm seeing a boater's knot. A boater's knot? Knot. A boater's knot. It's tied into a boat? A boat? Because I feel like it's one of those, you know, those carnival looking boats, you know, like when you go to a carnival or like a little fair or something in your local village, okay, and you're throwing the balls like at the ducks, and they've got those fake waves that come and it's going like that, and it feels as though you're trying to, yeah, but why is the waves? Because it's just fake and artificial, and you're trying to win the game, but you can't win the game because it's almost rigged to where you can't. Is that what's happening there? Oh, I just heard like she played with fire and got burnt. Oh, is she getting... What she's done to other people is happening to her now? Oh, because I just heard like retrograde, we're in a retrograde, which is karmic retribution. Oh. Okay, so just something flashed in front of me, which was a girl with dark hair. The word abandon. You reap what you sow. That's what I just heard. Reap what you sow. And then I heard the word cry me a river. Cry me a river. Why? Everything's so tied into like this water and stuff. Why do I feel as though there's something to do with the boat, with the water or something? Need to take a boat? Do you need to take a boat? Okay, so I heard like Atlantic. Take a boat across the Atlantic. Is that what you're saying? Take a boat to get there? Okay, so I just heard okay, so when I was a little girl, my grandmother used to sing me a song, and I think it was the Shirley Temple song, which is coming in very, very clearly. On a good ship, lollipop, it's a sweet, sweet trip to the candy shop where the bonbons play. Happy landing on the peppermint bay. Okay, and then lemonade stands everywhere. Cracker Jack bands fill the air, and there you are. Happy landing on the chocolate bar. So, but what was the point of that? Oh, okay, so... Oh, okay, so the little girl is like Shirley Temple, like frozen in time. Seems as though she's frozen in time. Why, though? That doesn't make any sense to me. I have no clue what's going on here. I don't understand this. What's going on here? It feels like a jumbled absolute mess. But what is a mess? Because I hear Dream Weaver. Okay, that's the song that's coming up. Dream Weaver. Dream Weaver. Dream Weaver. Dream. A dream weaver. Trying to weave the dream into reality. Just heard again, time is running out. Time is running out. Time is running out. This feels very much like she's reiterating this. Time is running out. Time is running out. It's almost as if, you know, when you're frantic and like, oh, you've got guests coming and you've only got, 20 minutes or something, like running around and like throw that stuff in the drawer, put this there, sweep that stuff under the rug. Oh, okay. So it feels very sort of, she's trying to figure out things to get things in order before what? Because then I just saw one of those, those things where you slam it down, and you know how like you keep slamming it with the big hammer. This is going back to the little village circus or little fair or something, and you get there and you pounce it with the big hammer, and it keeps going up, and then you keep doing it so that it go up and up and up, and you hit the target. Like, once again, target, you're getting the target. Because it feels very much as though she's continually trying. I'm figuring out anything that I could do, figure it out. I've got to figure it out. It feels very, I feel very, when I'm channeling her, I feel very sentimental towards her. And this probably will come to a great surprise to other people, because, Raquel doesn't necessarily feel so inwardly warm about her. But in the sense that me taking a step back, I feel very much as though it's almost in a sense that there is this sympathetic notion to her, sort of like she represents, this is how I feel like what's coming through. She represents so many of us in the world. Now, looking aside that we're not talking about the things that she has done, what we're talking about is in our own lives. Have we or have we not been guilty of this guilty pleasure? Some people call it like, they love to hate her or they love to love her. And she is the representation of every person. Once again, I had got this on the last one too, the last channel, is that she represents loyalty, dishonesty, corruption, a little girl trying to have a dream, and she accomplished the dream of marrying a prince, marrying someone royalty. How many times can we collectively and individually in our lives find one little thing? What is the reason that we despise Meghan? Is it because she accomplished something? Is it because that there's injustice and she does not deserve what she got? Where in our own lives can we understand the justification of why we want her to fall so badly, or why we want her to rise above it all? Because every individual is responsible as a collective whole for what we're putting out, because we are going to sow what we reap if we have some sense of it. Can just be interested in how this all works out, or I really can't wait until their titles are removed from them. What is the reason for such diabolical behavior I'm not saying that you, darlings, I'm just saying that as a collective, what is causing this? Now, also, it is the sense of she is the one being the representation for the collapsing of all of the different things from generations before, decades, centuries before, of we always have to come back and figure things out. And we might not do it properly. We might end up getting on the fast track or the fast train and not realize what we did. Because I think that's what I'm seeing, is like I'm seeing one of the planets and it's circling as though we all individually don't realize what we're doing in the moment. It's always, this is what I'm hearing, it's always fun and games. It's always funny until it happens to you. Whatever it is, in regards to anything, okay? So that's not to say that I approve or that Spirit approves of the things that she's done, but there's also this sense of what can we learn individually? These people are representations of what we need to, if we have some sense of, kind of like secret, I hope she gets what she wants. I hope she gets what she wants, or I hope she gets what she deserves, what we believe she deserves. But honestly, it would be in our best benefit not to take on that energy so excruciatingly, because what happens is these little teeny minute things manifest in our own lives. Once again, is spirits. I feel as though spirit, I don't know, there's just something about her that seems as though, I know it sounds weird, but there's this sense of, you know, like I'm hearing, I can't put a foot forward without it being a misstep. And eventually I do believe that she is going to earn, she will earn, oh, I almost said earn, but she will receive, she will learn. But because her spirit is so hardwired, it's really, really, really hardwired. And so when you become a sort of like a vessel that is no longer like pliable, okay, because I'm seeing clay, harder for you to receive I almost said critical thinking, critical, like understanding what you're doing. Usually it's always hindsight's 20/20, isn't it? Yeah, confirmation there. Intuitively, she's going to figure it out. It might come at a massive, massive cost, but I also feel as though she knows that. She knows that. Inevitably, it's inevitable. You know, it's sort of like, it feels like a sinking ship, but you're trying to grab onto anything to like keep afloat. And so this is what it feels very drastic, in the sense that, like, I see her like afloat here. Oh, there's a suitcase. There's a, you know, I mean, if you're in the ocean and like, say, for example, the ship is sinking, you're going to grab onto anything. And sometimes you're going to grab onto people, and you don't intentionally mean to do the things, but it's survival of the fittest. It's survival, and she's going to do it. I don't know how this feels very chaotic. The energy feels so chaotic. It's becoming more, it feels like unraveling. It's like, you know how like you pull a thread and you're like, oh my God, this is ruined, because it doesn't ever stop. And then it's just like, it just comes all unraveled. That's what it feels like. That is very much the energy that is feeling. It's so chaotic. In my head, I feel so, like I want to get out of the energy right now, because it feels, yeah, it's so chaotic. It's so chaotic. I feel like as though maybe that's why, maybe she does cannabis. I don't know. I mean, this is all for, you know, alleged entertainment purposes only. But it feels as though that's what she does to calm herself, is the cannabis. But that's legal in California, isn't it? Or maybe she does a gummy or something. You know, if she feels a little unhinged. That's the word that came in, unhinged. So what's the final word about the children? The children have warm, sweet spirits, very tender, very loving, very kind, gentle spirits. And I just heard we will see them more in the future, but not right now. It's a bit more time before the truth is revealed. But just understand, try to not be so judgmental. And I know that might be difficult for some people, because there is a great sense of, feel like injustice. But justice always prevails. The truth always will be revealed. And we are in that moment of the age of Aquarius, and it will be revealed. Just all is well. And know that the children are safe. That's what I'm hearing. The children are safe. Okay, thank you.